citizens to not use American platforms, but also to host the data on homegrown servers and data centers. There's a special certification, Secnum Cloud, from the French National Cybersecurity Agency, which labels the software as sovereign secure. If a product has that label, it means that the data is not subject to extraterritorial US laws. But look at the irony here too. When the French prosecutor announced that they were leaving X, they migrated to LinkedIn and Instagram, both platforms owned by American corporations, Microsoft and Meta respectively. So the choice for the time being is between the devil and the deep sea, or one American corporation and other. The French, like us in India, or the rest of the world, live on American digital life support. The operating systems, office suites, the instant messaging services, all have created a systemic dependence on the United States and its tech giants. Trying to dislodge these tools would not be easy. As for the French, so for us. A strategic dependence on external infrastructure weakens the state in the event of a diplomatic or commercial conflict. The Europeans have come to dread the administrative paralysis that Trump can cause if he chooses to, through the American big tech. It's a tech legend now as to how tech bro Musk made his strategy screens before Ukrainian generals go blank midway through the Russia war by switching off Starlink briefly to make the Kiev government pay up on pending dues. Howsoever briefly, that episode underscored the power that the big tech, and through them, the American government can wield in times of crisis. Wiser world is democratizing. Maybe not fast enough, but for sure. That's what Nirmala Sitharaman's proposal on data centers does. Thanks for watching.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मम्मा, क्या स्वाद है?
अरे मेरे राजा,
राजा और प्योर मसाला, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
Hi, good morning
Hi, how
to
are
you.
you?
Good evening from India. We have announcement of a trade deal, and
Yes.
you've seen both sides. Trump says that India has promised not to buy Russian oil, but Indian Prime Minister's response makes no such commitment. But Trump says, I've reduced the tariffs to 18%. And then he says that besides everything else, Prime Minister Modi has also agreed to buy American, in addition to 300 billion in, 500 billion in some other purchases. Anyway, there's an existing agreement to buy 300 billion. So there's not much of a hard-coded commitment from the Indian side. So Trump is obviously using a lot of hyperbole, making some claims. But the good thing is there's an announcement of a deal. But there's more statements coming from Trump than from India, especially to Trump's statement that India has agreed to stop buying Russian oil. There's nothing official from the Indian side to that. How do you view these developments, Professor Sachs?
Well, basically, the United States is unstable and irresponsible, but backing down from the most outlandish actions of this government a few months ago. They made no sense. They antagonized India. They disrupted trade. And I think somebody finally explained to Trump that none of this was serving any American interests at all. And so Trump has backed down to an important extent. Everything about Trump and trade is erratic. not sensible, not accomplishing any U.S. goals, but better 18% tariffs than 50% tariffs or 500% tariffs. But I wouldn't take at face value any single statement by the U.S. government. I think everything is just complete improvisation, a lot of baloney, a lot of malarkey, but probably somebody has prevailed inside the White House to say, why antagonize India?
So, what did Trump or what did America gain in the last
Nothing.
4 months of putting
Nothing.
pressure on India?
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी, एवरीडे।
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
This morning, Rahul Gandhi, leader of the opposition, created a ruckus and furor in the parliament. In response to the president's address, he insisted upon raising what he said were some issues of vital import to our national security. So what was he saying? He was trying to cite an article from the Caravan magazine, which in turn was quoting excerpts from General Narwane, the former army chief's unpublished memoirs. It may be recalled that the government had stopped General Narwane from publishing the book. As such, the authenticity of the excerpts cited in the Caravan magazine itself are open to question. But then let's try and take a deeper look at what is this bravura all about. So I have had a detailed look at the article in the Caravan magazine. I have no access to General Narwane's book or manuscript, but we had a look at the Caravan article in detail. So what does this article say? This article talks of the 2020 Chinese intrusions, which had culminated in the Galwan incident, in which 19 Indian soldiers had lost their lives. No weapons had been used, but the Chinese had laid an ambush with pointed stones, with baseball bats wrapped up with barbed wire and nails and studded with lethal handheld weapons. You see?
Choosing the best of anything is never easy. It has to be done with credibility, transparency. It has to be done well. But when you find the best, well, it's the one that matters. And celebrating excellence is really what we are all about. Welcome to India's most credible automobile awards, the Acko Drive Awards, coming to you from the OG manufacturing destination in India, Chennai. What a wonderful evening by the seaside. Good evening, vanakkam, and welcome to Tamil Nadu's beautiful coast. We want to begin this annual celebration of excellence. Now, we have a lot of action planned. So, on behalf of the Acko Drive team, I thank you all for being here, genuinely. We want you to settle in for an evening of fun and high energy, of triumph and joy, mostly though of togetherness. See, our idea is really, really simple. We want you to come and enjoy this time at our one big event of the year. This 2-day event is unique, it's meaningful, it generates ideas, conversations, and also gives us some very deserving winners. See, now we have a very comprehensive and very detailed process. It's a stellar jury, the methodology that honors several parameters, and we'll get moving straight away into first gear. It's over to Ameya Naik and Arun Mohan Nadar from Acko Drive. Please give them a warm welcome.
Thank you, Siddharth. Thank you so much. It's great to be here. Great night to be here. And there is so much planned right now. Let's get straight into the first category is the luxury vehicles.
Okay, first and foremost, thank you everyone for taking time out and coming over here. And let's dive in. First up is the first set of awards. We are talking about luxury vehicles over here that makes even a morning commute feel like a weekend getaway.
The first set of awards are for the luxury compact car.
The totem goes to BMW 2 Series Grand Coupe.
Big cheer, guys. First award of the night.
First award of the night, yes.
Okay, next we have the 2026 luxury car for those who believe that if you're not turning heads on the highway, why buy a car at all? The totem for the next category.
This totem goes to MG Cyberster.
Team MG, well deserved. '26 luxury compact SUV, that's the category. And the totem goes to the BMW iX1.
Let's move right along to the 2026 luxury mid-size SUV. Now this is where things get interesting. We are in the sweet spot of the market. Big enough to feel powerful, premium enough to feel special.
Good evening, and the totem goes to BYD Celion 7. Congratulations.
And the totem award goes to Tesla Model Y.
The luxury midsize SUV was a tie between the BYD Celion 7 and the Tesla Model Y. This is for the 2026 luxury SUV.
That's very interesting. Good evening, and the totem for 2026 luxury SUV goes to Mercedes-Benz G580.
So thank you again. Now we actually move on to the luxury MPV.
Yes, luxury and space.
Yes,
absolutely. The totem for the 2026 luxury MPV goes to the MG M9.
Already the second totem of the night for MG Motor India. All right, give our luxury category winners a huge round of applause. You're setting the tone for tonight's celebration. All right, let's move on to something different, right? Something that you like.
Exactly. The next category is for motorcycles, and let's switch gears
This year's motorcycle awards are spicy. Let's start with the entry bike.
The winner is Hero Glamour X125.
Congratulations to Team Hero Motorcorp.
Yeah, to the next category, which is the 2026 Commuter Motorcycle of the Year.
And the winner is Yamaha FZS Hybrid.
Team Yamaha with the Yamaha FZS Hybrid.
Loud cheer, guys. Congratulations to Team Yamaha.
2026 Adventure Motorcycle. Now this category is booming in our country. There were so many applications, so many motorcycles which turned up, and it was the toughest segment. So let's see which bike has won the ADV Motorcycle of the Year.
Tarun sir, if you can do the honors.
So the totem for the 2026 ADV motorcycle goes to KTM 390 Adventure X.
KTM it is. From one ADV to another ADV, but this is the premium ADV motorcycle of the year.
(2026) Premium ADV motorcycle, Ducati Multistrada V2.
What a bike it was. Let's move on to the 2026 Premium Modern Classic Motorcycle. Let's have the winners, please.
The 2026 Premium Modern Classic Motorcycle goes to Indian Scout Sport.
And there's one more to go.
Yes, the last one in the premium segment, which is the Premium Performance Motorcycle, a segment which all the jury members had a great time. Some of us even clocked 300 kilometers per hour and above the BIC track. So yeah, it was exciting. Let's get the winners out.
The Totem 2026 Premium Performance Motorcycle goes to Ducati Panigale V4.
Wow. Trophy number 2 for Ducati.
Incredible night for two-wheelers. Let's continue because we've got something special for you. Let's take a moment to meet the brilliant minds who made these decisions. The jury members, some of them are here tonight, as Siddharth already pointed out. These are the people who spent hours debating, testing, and ultimately deciding as to who takes home the totems. Let's have the AV, please.
Given a chance, I think all of us want to just keep riding.
We got way more than we expected. Every year I think I should be hanging up my boots, but this is just so much fun. I can't keep myself away.
You have to ride with your throttle. You can't go off the throttle. It's like a high side movement over there. Huh?
shaky right now. What a surreal feeling, man. My God.
Yes, it's a privilege. Yes, we make a lot of people jealous. And yes, I'm going a little off script, guys. Please bear with me. Did you see that turnout? 4th year in a row. Best turnout of all the nominees. And for that, we really thank you. We absolutely appreciate that support. So many cars, so many bikes, they all show up. It is absolutely awesome. So thank you for that. Let me actually invite some of them now for the next set of awards. Hani Mustafa and Priyadarshan Bhavikar, or PD. And I'll also like to invite my colleague Sumantra Barua. Now, I want to make a quick point here. Many of you know sumo. You all know sumo. So let's keep the awards going, shall we? Next category, 2026 Subcompact Sedan. Hani, this one's yours.
And the totem goes to Honda Amaze.
All right, congratulations to Honda. And now we have the 2026 MPV.
And the award goes to the Kia Carens Clavis EV.
Yes, it's quite a mouthful. Sumo, you get this one. It's the 2026 full-size sedan.
The totem for 2026 full-size sedan. Any guesses here? All right, it's the Toyota Camry.
All right, now I want to move to something which is a little bit special, more special, because I found that many of you are maybe still a little bit confused as to why you are here in Chennai. We dragged you all to Pune last year. Those of you who did attend that last edition might remember that I made a bit of a promise on behalf of our team that we would be taking our awards to India's manufacturing hubs. The idea is to pay tribute to this great legacy and foundation that cities like Chennai have built for our beloved industry. So I thought I'll give you a quick glimpse into this wonderful city's manufacturing heritage. Every third commercial vehicle on Indian roads has Chennai DNA. This is the untold story of how Madras became the Detroit of Asia. It started in 1948, just 1 year after independence. A company called Ashok Motors set up shop in Ennore, North Chennai. They weren't making trucks or buses, by the way. They were assembling Austin cars from Britain. And here's the twist. This small car company would become Ashok Leyland, India's second largest commercial vehicle manufacturer today. While Ashok Leyland was building buses, another Chennai story was quietly revolutionizing Indian roads. 1946, a young entrepreneur named K.M. Maman Mappillai started making toy balloons in a small shed in Tiruvotiyur. That balloon factory became, of course, MRF, Madras Rubber Factory, now India's largest tire manufacturer. From Chennai balloons all the way to the Formula One track. Royal Enfield, Hyundai, Bharat-Benz, Dunlop, Lucas, Lockheed, Girling, and many more also set up base in Chennai. The avalanche followed. Ford, BMW, Renault Nissan, all choosing Chennai because the ecosystem was already there. Production costs in Chennai are 11% lower than China. Quality matches the global standards. And unlike Detroit's decline, Chennai keeps growing. Chennai's automotive story is still being written. Tata Motors just announced a 9,000 crore rupee investment near Chennai. Chennai doesn't just make cars, it is cars in India. Electric vehicles, autonomous tech, the next chapter starts now.
And I don't know why we didn't come here sooner. The other thing that we established at the TOTMs last year was our Hall of Fame. In each of these automotive hubs that we're going to go to, there are, of course, pioneers, as you saw, who have helped shape and steer our industry, the legends who really laid a very strong foundation. And so, to honor our first manufacturing pioneer from Chennai, may I invite the President of the Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, Shailesh Chandra, also the MD and CEO at Tata Motors, and also the chairperson of our jury, former chairman of Indigo Airlines, former vice chairman of Ashok Leyland, and also prior chief executive at Tata's passenger car division, also director at GM in the past, Dr. V. Sumantran. Please, both of you. Dr. Sumantran, of course, a very proud local as well. Both of you, please join us. And as they come up, please take a look at this next AV.
Ashok Leyland has had a commendable journey over the past 77 years and counting. With 10 advanced manufacturing plants, Ashok Leyland today ranks as India's largest bus maker and the country's second largest commercial vehicle company, targeting to be amongst the top 10 commercial vehicle manufacturers in the world. A pioneer of India's first multi-axle trucks, first rear-engine bus, first fully indigenous CV platform, and now leading with CNG, LNG, hydrogen-ready engines and electric buses and trucks. The company's efforts in manufacturing and engineering exemplify its self-sustainable approach and also contribute to an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Backed by a large workforce and decades of engineering leadership, the company continues to strengthen India's logistics backbone. For its manufacturing excellence, technological leadership, India-first approach with its legacy of nation building, Acko Drive honors Ashok Leyland with the 2026 Hall of Fame Manufacturing Pioneer.
Could I request Shenu Agarwal from Ashok Leyland to please come up and accept this honor?
It's a great honor for me to receive this great recognition on behalf of Ashok Leyland, and especially receiving it in Chennai makes it really special and memorable. Thank you very much.
And thank you for the legacy that you built. Really appreciate it. Congratulations.
And now we are entering what I call the Thunderdome of awards. SUVs. SUVs are, well, they're passion projects for most people, but they're dominating the roads, our garages, and our daydreams as well. And we will start with the subcompact SUV of the year.
And the totem goes to the Hyundai Venue.
Wow. All right, the next one is the compact SUV segment. It's a sweet spot, and the number of competitors goes up every single year. We're talking about innovation, design, and features that'll make you wonder, why you ever drove a sedan.
The totem goes to Maruti Suzuki Victoris.
Let's also quickly bring out the mid-size SUV.
So the totem goes to VinFast VF7.
Wow.
Congratulations.
And finally, the crown jewel, the 2026 full-size SUV of the year, the Automotive Power Ballad in vehicle form. Let's see.
And the totem goes to the Mahindra XEV 9e.
In 1996, Hyundai laid its foundation stone in Chennai. By 1998, the Santro rolled off the Korean major's first fully integrated car manufacturing plant outside South Korea, a transformative moment for Indian industry and Indian mobility. Fast forward to 2008, a second plant doubled ambitions. Today, this manufacturing powerhouse boasts 824,000 units annual capacity and has produced over 12 million vehicles, exported to 88 countries across Africa, the Middle East, and Latin America. By 2025, the plant achieved 92% localization, also pioneering battery pack assembly right here. The Creta Electric became the first car powered by locally assembled batteries, a defining milestone in India's EV revolution. In fact, the company also assembles the Ioniq 5 EV, a global flagship right here in the country. That's big. From humble beginnings to a global export hub, Chennai remains Hyundai's crown jewel and the heartbeat of India's automotive future. We're delighted to call upon Team Hyundai as we induct this Korean giant into the 2026 Acko Drive Hall of Fame as manufacturing pioneer.
Actually, I'm at a loss of words, and it's such a huge honor. Thank you, Totem. And I think this couldn't have been Chennai. It has to be in Chennai. I mean, it's our home, and we are so proud. And let me share with you that we are just entering the 30th year of Hyundai in India. 30th year. So I think to get into the Hall of Fame from Totem is such a huge honor, and we are so blessed that we got this opportunity to be in India and to make a mark in the Indian auto industry, to set some new benchmarks. We talked about exports. We talked about, of course, the biggest IPO in the history of India, and the dream is to be the most trusted brand in India, and thank you very much, Totem. Thank you.
Right then, we are entering exciting territory now, the performance category. These are the vehicles designed for people who think speed limits are just suggestions and corners are invitations. Okay, so the next category is the 2026 performance motorcycle. Can we have the trophy, please?
The 2026 performance motorcycle totem goes to Aprilia Tuono 457.
And the next category, Amaya? Yes, the next category is very close to our heart. Modern classic motorcycle. the retro rebels, one of the fastest growing and the most popular segments in the Indian two-wheeler business. So can we have the envelope, please?
The totem goes to Royal Enfield Hunter 350. Congratulations.
Hunter is the modern classic motorcycle of the year.
Scooters. Efficiency, reliable, purposeful, and perfect for riding in city conditions. We had to actually divide it into two segments altogether.
Yes, Amaya. So basically, up until now, we only had the scooter category, but given the amount of EV scooters out there in the market and the amount of ICE scooters, we have split into ICE scooters and EV scooters. So this is for the ICE scooter of the year.
So the totem goes to TVS Motor 150.
Okay, now time to move to four-wheeler performance awards.
So let's start with the entry performance car.
(2026) entry performance car is VW Golf GTI.
GTI,
Loud round of applause, please.
the proper performance car.
Let's have the performance car and let's keep the SUV in wraps.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And hold your breath. The Performance 2026 car, Mercedes AMG CLE 53 Coupe.
All right, next up is the 2026 Performance SUV of the year. Big expectations. Let's see who wins.
The 2026 Performance SUV goes to Audi RSQ8.
The next set of Hall of Fame, a motorcycle which is brand which is very close to a heart of a lot of bikers in India. Hall of Fame is for TVS Motor Company.
It all started with a humble two-seater moped, also India's first, in 1980. For over 4 decades, TVS Motor Company has built a legacy of robust engineering, which is also racing-derived and all about quality manufacturing and customer trust. The motorcycle journey started with a partnership with Suzuki and later turned solo. From the TVS 50 moped to India's first indigenous motorcycle from a local OEM, to rolling out racing-inspired performance, also to leading a charge in the EV transition with intelligent connected mobility. It's a journey of innovation, trust, and world-class manufacturing riding across 90 countries. The manufacturing partnership with BMW is also an endorsement of TVS Motors' growing global prowess. Acko Drive honors that performance and legacy tonight as TVS Motor is inducted into our Hall of Fame as a manufacturing pioneer at the 2026 Acko Drive Awards.
Big round of applause for Team TVS, please.
I really honor this award on behalf of TVS Motor Company, and this is the result of a continuous journey of TQM for the last 3 decades, which we are practicing in the company. And our chairman emirates, Mr. Venu Srinivasan, always used to say, the TQM is the bulletproof jacket for doing any business. So we are continuing to do that, and we'll be making much more milestones in coming years. Thank you.
Okay, so last set of awards for the day. I know that it's getting on to dinner time. And there's an area that always gets a lot of our attention. Maybe more so these days, it's getting increasing attention. And not just ours, but of course the consumers too. Technology.
And the totem goes to Tata Harrier EV.
Lots of tech on that car, many features. We couldn't decide which one it was that deserves it. So across the board for Tata really on this one. Congratulations. The summon feature, the transparent bonnet, like I said, we could go on that one. Many congrats to Tata Motors and to the Harrier EV. And Neha, now let's get on with the bike tech of the year.
Bike tech totem goes to Ultraviolet X47 crossover.
Blind spot detection, we just love that. It is so cool to have a bike with this. And so Ultraviolet, totally deserving of this very cool innovation coming from an Indian company. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a big one. We're moving to our last award tonight. You all, of course, know this is a two-part affair, so Act 1 could not be closed on a bigger note. Now, I'd like to tell you that this is a really special one, and you'll understand why. Very often, it is the people, not the products alone, that kind of move this industry along. Some have a deeper contribution than others. It's not just about a company or a team performance or business achievement. It is so much more. Our biggest individual award is the Acko Drive Person of the Year.
In just days from now, Tarun Garg will become the first ever Indian to be at the helm of Hyundai Motor India as Managing Director and CEO. Yes, the first in nearly 3 decades. But we are looking at the tough yet exceptional year that led him to that accomplishment. In 2025, Hyundai truly began life as a public listed company. After the high decibel IPO, it was clear the Korean giant had deep roots in India, now a key market and production base. Tarun's focus has been on building value, margins, expanding the brand's reach across India, and strengthen its portfolio. If you see a Hyundai SUV on the road today, you're looking at Tarun's strategy in motion. He is the architect of Hyundai's aggressive SUV-fication. Today, the share of SUVs in Hyundai's portfolio is at 69.7%, up from 59.9% just 2 years ago. And then there's the Creta. Not just the largest selling compact SUV or the best selling SUV at large, but best selling passenger vehicle in India today. A relatively large, higher price and premium product gaining that distinction is a game changer. We also got Hyundai's first mass EV this year. Yes, also the Creta. But there's more to come. Hyundai has announced a slew of new models, and that includes a smaller, more mass-oriented EV too. And the confidence to chart that growth rests on able shoulders. Shoulders that have carried much weight, shrugged off challenges, stood firm in adversity, and triumphed with volume gain and customer love. From director, sales, marketing, and service to the first ever chief operating officer and whole-time director, and soon to be MD and CEO, for navigating a tough market, an initial public offering, dominating the SUV charts, and proving that Indian leadership can drive global giants. Tarun Garg is the 2026 Acko Drive Person of the Year.
Say that this is well deserved is an understatement, and we go back many years, so I am feeling a little emotional right now too. You have to tell us how you're feeling.
I hope I don't start crying. But thank you so much. I mean, this is my 33rd year in the Indian auto industry, and I must say that probably today is the biggest day of my life. Thank you, Sid. Yeah, we go back a long way, and I have to admit that yes, you have made this very, very special. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Acko. And yeah, it feels very special as an Indian to be the first Indian to create that kind of a legacy to lead Hyundai. But at the same time, it's a huge responsibility because you know I know that we can do so much more. And like I said, this is the 30th year of Hyundai in India, and probably I would say that this is the second phase of Hyundai's growth story in India. While I take this award, I am truly humbled, and I feel that this is an award for all the employees of Hyundai who have worked to make Hyundai truly an Indian company. And like I said, the aim is to really become the most trusted brand of India. You know, Hyundai as the most trusted brand of India. And I would say that this award today is a commitment from me to the people of India that Hyundai will continue to raise benchmarks in India and to bring in global best technology to India. And thank you once more, Sid. This is truly, truly very, very emotional and very overwhelming for me. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So there's so much to go through. There's so many categories, and there's so much that really matters to you, the consumer. What we've shown you is a glimpse of how we come around to these results, but there are many coveted awards, lots of really special, very large categories that the auto industry really vies for. And that means you've got to tune in next week to find out who took home those top honors. Thanks for watching.
My favorite award, literally, is that of Safety Champion.
I am just so excited to be here tonight.
2026 Acko Drive Bike of the Year. The totem goes to the winner of Premium Bike of the Year. 2026 Acko Drive Car of the Year. The totem goes to
Acko Drive Premium Car of the Year. 1, 2, 3.
Given a chance, I think all of us want to just keep riding.
I'm a little shaky right now. What a surreal feeling, man. My God.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ। हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा।
Hi, good morning
Hi, how
to
are
you.
you?
Good evening from India. We have announcement of a trade deal, and
Yes.
you've seen both sides. Trump says that India has promised not to buy Russian oil, but Indian Prime Minister's response makes no such commitment. But Trump says, I've reduced the tariffs to 18%. And then he says that besides everything else, Prime Minister Modi has also agreed to buy American, in addition to 300 billion in, 500 billion in some other purchases. Anyway, there's an existing agreement to buy 300 billion, so there's not much of a hard-coded commitment from the Indian side. So Trump is obviously using a lot of hyperbole, making some claims. But the good thing is there's an announcement of a deal. But there's more statements coming from Trump than from India, especially to Trump's statement that India has agreed to stop buying Russian oil. There's nothing official from the Indian side to that. How do you view these developments, Professor Sachs?
Well, basically, the United States is unstable and irresponsible, but backing down from the most outlandish actions of this government a few months ago. They made no sense. They antagonized India. They disrupted trade. And I think somebody finally explained to Trump that none of this was serving any American interests at all. And so Trump has backed down to an important extent. Everything about Trump and trade is erratic, not sensible, not accomplishing any U.S. goals, but better 18% tariffs than 50% tariffs or 500% tariffs. But I wouldn't take at face value any single statement by the U.S. government. I think everything is just complete improvisation, a lot of baloney, a lot of malarkey, but probably somebody has prevailed inside the White House to say why antagonize India.
So what did Trump or what did America gain in the last
Nothing.
4 months of putting
Nothing.
pressure on India?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Whatever is agreed today could have been agreed before. Nothing is gained. There's no pressure India has no, U.S. has no leverage on India. So none of this is anything other than Trump's delusion that the U.S. is the be-all and end-all of the universe. And so his writ is the command of, for the whole world. But that's Trump's delusion, that the U.S. market is so big, so consequential, so important, that he can get every other country to fall into line. But the U.S. market is not very important in this way. The main lesson of the last year is that despite all of the U.S. bluster, the world did just fine last year. It traded more with each other. India and China are in the process of restoring what will be the most important trade relations between the two giants. And in general, everybody is diversifying away from the United States. Even Canada, the country right on our border, has just signed a strategic partnership with China. Britain, which is essentially a vassal state of the United States, was in Beijing.
This morning, Rahul Gandhi, leader of the opposition, created a ruckus and furor in the parliament. In response to the president's address, he insisted upon raising what he said were some issues of vital import to our national security. So what was he saying? He was trying to cite an article from the Caravan magazine, which in turn was quoting excerpts from General Narwane, the former army chief's unpublished memoirs. It may be recalled that the government had stopped General Narwane from publishing the book. As such,
जो भी हुआ बहुत ही दुखद है। पुलिस ने मौके पर पहुंचकर उसको तुरंत उठाकर हॉस्पिटल में भेजा था, मगर वहां पे उनकी मृत्यु हो चुकी थी। 11:15 बजे के करीब में मृतक ने अपने घर पर बात की थी कि मैं 10 मिनट में घर पहुंच रहा हूं। रात को ही पता लग जाता तो शायद कोई कार्रवाई हो सकती थी। यहाँ के जो अधिकारी हैं, जेई हैं, एक्सीएन हैं, एई हैं, वो तीनों को सस्पेंड कर रहे हैं। जो कंपनी यहाँ पे काम कर रही थी, हम वो कंपनी के ऊपर में भी कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई करेंगे। मृतक को जितना कंपनसेशन होगा वो हमारी सरकार की तरफ से, दिल्ली जल बोर्ड की तरफ से दिया जाएगा। कल रात को 11:15 बजे के करीब में मृतक ने अपने घर पर बात की थी कि मैं 10 मिनट में घर पहुंच रहा हूं। उसके बाद में वो इस सड़क के ऊपर में, इस लेन के ऊपर में पहुंचे और उस गड्ढे में गिरकर उनके परिवारजनों ने रात को ही पुलिस से संपर्क किया। रात को जनकपुरी पुलिस ने उनके परिवार के साथ में 2-2.5 घंटे तक आसपास में उनकी कॉल रिकॉर्डिंग, कॉल लोकेशन वो देखकर आसपास के पार्कों में, आसपास के क्षेत्र में उनको ढूंढने की कोशिश की। जो भी हुआ बहुत ही दुखद है। हम जल बोर्ड के यहाँ के जो अधिकारी हैं, जेई हैं, एक्सीएन हैं, एई हैं, वो तीनों को सस्पेंड कर रहे हैं। जो कंपनी यहाँ पे काम कर रही थी, हम वो कंपनी के ऊपर में भी कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई करेंगे। दिल्ली जल बोर्ड के सीईओ ने पिछले महीने ही नोएडा इंसिडेंट के बाद में एक सर्कुलर इशू किया था। सारे दिल्ली जल बोर्ड के अधिकारियों को कहा था कि जहाँ पर भी काम हो रहे हैं वो वहाँ पर जाके खुद उसको चेक करें। ये 3 महीने से काम हो रहा था। कल रात को ही गड्ढा खुदा था। उसी के साथ में कॉन्ट्रैक्टर के 2 लेबर वो अपनी झुग्गी डालकर बैठे हुए थे। अभी वो लोग यहाँ पर नहीं हैं। अभी पुलिस उनको खोज रही है। वो रात को यहाँ पे मौजूद थे। क्या उनको रात में ही पता लग गया था या नहीं पता लगा था, ये तो एक बार उनसे पूछताछ होगी तभी पता लगेगा। हम जो भी हमारे नियम है एक्स ग्रेशिया वो मृतक को जितना कंपनसेशन होगा वो हमारी सरकार की तरफ से, दिल्ली जल बोर्ड की तरफ से दिया जाएगा और आगे से ऐसी घटना ना हो उसके ऊपर में हमारे सख्त कदम हमने पहले से ही उठाए हुए थे और ज़्यादा उसकी कड़ी हम लोग अपनी तरफ से निगरानी रखेंगे।
केजरीवाल कह रहे हैं हादसा नहीं हत्या है।
जेई, एई और एक्सीएन तीनों अधिकारियों की ये ड्यूटी बनती थी कि जब यहाँ पे गड्ढा खोदा गया रात को, कल पूरा दिन में काम चला, क्योंकि उन्होंने 100 मीटर दूर में दूसरी तरफ, और आप भी आए होंगे तो आपने देखा होगा, सभी मीडिया ने देखा होगा कि इस वाली लेन के ऊपर में कोई भी ट्रैफिक मूवमेंट नहीं है। दोनों तरफ में बैरिकेडिंग की गई है क्योंकि एक उसमें कोना ऐसा छूटा हुआ है जहाँ पे टू व्हीलर की मूवमेंट और टू व्हीलर वहाँ से घुस सकता है, क्योंकि अभी सड़क की एक ही लेन चल रही है, उसके ऊपर में ट्रैफिक रहता है। इसलिए कुछ लोग इस सड़क को उपयोग करते थे कि वो जल्दी से निकल जाएं। मैं इसमें मानता हूं कि अगर रात को ही पता लग जाता तो शायद कोई कार्रवाई हो सकती थी, मगर सुबह 7:30 बजे जब एक महिला अपने बच्चों को स्कूल छोड़ने के लिए आई तो उन्होंने वहां पर गड्ढे में झांक कर देखा, वो व्यक्ति वहां पर था। उसकी जानकारी पुलिस को सुबह 7:30 बजे के करीब में मिली है। पुलिस ने मौके पर पहुंचकर उसको तुरंत उठाकर हॉस्पिटल में भेजा था, मगर वहां पे उनकी मृत्यु हो चुकी थी।
सर उस गड्ढे के आसपास कहीं पर कोई लाइट भी नहीं है सर।
तो
सर 7 पुलिस थानों में कंप्लेंट, कहीं कोई स्ट्रीट लाइट हमने नहीं देखी सर गड्ढे के आसपास।
जब मृतक के सारे परिवारजन सारे पुलिस स्टेशन में जा रहे थे तो वो पहले पुलिस स्टेशन से पहुंचकर दूसरी बार में जनकपुरी पहुंचे थे। यहाँ पे जनकपुरी के हमारे कांस्टेबल उनके साथ में रात को घूमे हैं, उसको ढूंढने की कोशिश की है। उसका कॉल लोकेशन ही रात को ट्रेस कर लिया था इसी क्षेत्र में, क्योंकि आसपास में दोनों तरफ में पार्क हैं। उन्होंने पार्क में छानबीन करी है मगर वो ढूंढ नहीं पाए। जो भी हुआ बहुत ही दुखद है, अनफॉर्चुनेट है, और इसके ऊपर में हमारी तरफ से कड़ी कार्रवाई होगी।
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है, अरे मेरे राजा। मसाला केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला। MDH।
Pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Hi. Good morning
Hi,
to
how are
you.
you?
Good evening from India. We have announcement of a trade deal, and
Yes.
you've seen both sides. Trump says that India has promised not to buy Russian oil, but Indian Prime Minister's response makes no such commitment. But Trump says I've reduced the tariffs to 18%. And then he says that besides everything else, Prime Minister Modi has also agreed to buy American, in addition to 300 billion in, 500 billion in some other purchases. Anyway, there's an existing agreement to buy 300 billion, so there's not much of a hard-coded commitment from the Indian side. So Trump is obviously using a lot of hyperbole, making some claims, but the good thing is there's an announcement of a deal. but there's more statements coming from Trump than from India, especially to Trump's statement that India has agreed to stop buying Russian oil. There's nothing official from the Indian side to that. How do you view these developments, Professor Sachs?
Well, basically, the United States is unstable and irresponsible, but backing down from the most outlandish actions of this government a few months ago. They made no sense. They antagonized India. They disrupted trade. And I think somebody finally explained to Trump that none of this was serving any American interests at all. And so Trump has backed down to an important extent. Everything about Trump and trade is erratic, not sensible, not accomplishing any U.S. goals, but better 18% tariffs than 50% tariffs or 500% tariffs. But I wouldn't take at face value any single statement by the U.S. government. I think everything is just complete improvisation, a lot of baloney, a lot of malarkey, but probably somebody has prevailed inside the White House to say, why antagonize India?
So what did Trump or what did America gain in the last
Nothing.
4 months of putting
Nothing.
pressure on India?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Whatever.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Hello and welcome. You're watching the Saturday edition of This Is Exclusive with me, Shavan Sen. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I come to you with a very special story. This is about a high sea operation. In fact, a daring operation that has been carried out by the Indian Coast Guard to nab sea smugglers. Interestingly, what we are given to understand is that this operation has happened just about 100 nautical miles off the Mumbai coast. Tonight, we're going to not only take you through the details of the operation, never seen before, videos, and a very special interview with the Coast Guard operations man. All this and much more in this edition of This Is Exclusive. But up first, let me take you through the headlines we're tracking at this hour. Indian Coast Guard busts a massive oil smuggling racket off the Mumbai coast. 3 vessels intercepted. India-US release framework for interim trade deal. Big relief for India's economy with reduction in tariffs to 18%.
व्यवस्था अब हमारे निर्यातकों के लिए मोस्ट प्रिफर्ड ड्यूटी के साथ खुलती है और जिस प्रकार से हमारे किसानों के हितों का संरक्षण किया गया है, पूर्णतः संरक्षण किया गया है.
Government shows opposition the mirror. India's farming and agricultural sectors fully protected in deal. Republic reports from ground of the mine blast in Meghalaya's East Jaintia Hills. Exclusive images tonight on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on This Is Exclusive, I come to you with a daring high sea operation. This is a major blow to international maritime crime. The Indian Coast Guard, in fact, has busted a major oil smuggling racket that was operating in the Arabian Sea off Mumbai's coast. The high-stakes operation basically unfolded over 5th and 6th of February and was the result of a meticulous sea-air coordination that was backed by advanced digital surveillance. The operation, in fact, was triggered when Coast Guard monitoring systems basically detected suspicious movement by a motor tanker inside India's exclusive economic zone. Now, a detailed analysis of the vessel movement pattern soon revealed that 2 more ships converging at sea, raising red flags of an illicit ship-to-ship oil transfer. Ladies and gentlemen, the details that we've also received from sources within the Indian Coast Guard is that the oil that we're essentially talking about is being brought in from conflict-ridden zones. In fact, in a short while from now, I'm going to take you through a set of 10 exclusive videos of the air-sea operation that was basically carried out. Number 1, on your screens right now, we're going to take you through each of the details of the operation itself. It seems that ICG has basically, on your screens right now, that's video number 1 of the operation that's being carried out. And as you can see on your screens itself, the ships that were basically identified. Now, it was on 5th of February, Indian Coast Guard specialist teams boarded the vessels and confirmed the accuracy of the digital evidence leading to the apprehension of the vessels. The vessels were thereafter escorted to Mumbai. The operation was basically initiated through digital surveillance and enforced through ever-expanding maritime presence of the Indian Coast Guard. Let me just take you through what exactly came in terms of the first leads that were basically received by the Indian Coast Guard. In fact, it turns out that this is a syndicate that was basically operating, and the syndicate in fact consists of a network of handlers that were operating from various countries. They were basically coordinating the sale and the transfer between sea-going vessels. 3 vessels were basically intercepted by the Coast Guard about 100 nautical miles west of Mumbai, and this was after they had received a tip-off. Now, in fact, the Indian Coast Guard had basically used technology-inclusive systems which detected a motor tracker, and it seems that from the investigation that has been carried out, they've been able to establish that they've received the oil from, in fact, conflict-ridden zones. In fact, there are multiple videos that have been accessed by Republic TV. We're going to take you through each of these videos, and not just that, just a detailed report on what exactly was found. In a short while from now, we'll also try and find out as to where exactly was this oil being brought in and why it would essentially have some sort of an impact, because given the fact that a cartel too has been exposed here. It is of a larger concern given the fact that this operation indicates that the existence of this very cartel, and they were basically operating in the area. Where exactly was it headed? What was